Serana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Dalen.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart. Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. Take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
You already know me. You'll make other friends soon enough.
Guy. Thank you. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
Of course. But only because you used that you kicked my puppy voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I mean it, though.
Good to see you again, my dear.
My cousin said he might have a job for you. Thought you should know.
Did he? I'll have to speak with him soon. Thank you.
Please, Sir Thras.
The elves who don't live... You actually have it worse. I'd hate to be an elf in Darktown.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
This will be Mother if we're not careful.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
you... you heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fainriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fainriel myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fainriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turn to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
Abominations are always so awkward at family reunions.
No, please, you must find him before the demons finish their work. He must be brought to safety. If you won't do it for Fainriel, do it for Kirkwall. The Templars say a lad like my son is a danger to the whole city if left untrained.
I'll bring your son back to safety, I promise.
I don't know where Fainriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fainriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fainriel might have sought him out.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds.
So, they don't always just make you disappear, like it seems.
There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
You and Fainriel's father are not married.
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him. I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fainriel wanted to meet him.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
The boy sounds one breath away from becoming an abomination. Let's get to him, fast.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
The elves who don't live here actually have it worse. I'd hate to be an elf in Darktown.
I'm hoping for the best. Thank you for asking.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
It's cozy. And your furry friends are charming.
Oh, are the rats back? I thought I'd found all their holes. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
I'm sure I could think of a better way for you to thank me.
And I'm sure that I'm acting like a fool. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible Keeper. I was never that good with people.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
You know, Junior, you're looking at this all wrong.
Whatever it is you're about to say, I'm not interested.
I'm a professional younger brother. Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be. When things go wrong, and they always do, that's where all the fingers point. Look at any kingdom in Thedas. You've got people who warm thrones, and people nobody sees who do the real work.
So my brother is a king now. Just what he needed.
Point, missing it. Oh well.
Maybe later, darling. The sounds coming from inside are always so cheerful, but I never know what to do in there.
Greetings, Sarah. You look like a man who'd be interested in the finest Antivan steel to grace his hand. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
Son? I have never had that privilege, Sarah. My poor wife, she's back in Antiva and cannot see me often with my travels. Let us not ruin the day with such weighty thoughts. Perhaps I could show you my silks.
We're not Templars, sir. Fenriel has nothing to fear from us.
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
To an elf-blooded child abandoned by his human father? Of course we would.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
Why would a Templar help him?
His conscience plagues him, having served the Templars too long. He now helps mages on the run. He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Darktown. That's the best place to find him.
My. If it isn't Hawke.
Still up to old tricks, Elegant.
Lady Elegant, if you don't mind. I'm a married woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Ethenral's employ. Things have been going well since then?
It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough.
That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Ethenral. I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake. You should meet my husband, Hawke. Perhaps an evening out sometime.
great kindness in returning this.
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure. From the highest heights of Mount Davros it's travelled. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genitivi, these ashes cure any ailment and provides virility in more intimate matters. Do I have a volunteer?
I'll try.
Just a small... Sarah? There you go.
My God! It's gone!
You want daggers? Got them too. By the Maker himself!
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the Carter's coffers. They must be stopped.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it? Don't say I
Our glorious home. I swear Gamlen painted with shit and beer.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest. He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
City life not agreeing with you.
He just needs to get out more. Don't you, boy?
He's part of the family. I wouldn't want to lose him.
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlen, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with dog? Real easy to remember.
I'll let you sleep.
children have been in servitude. Servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
This is the way things are, Mother. Gamlen can't change it now.
Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. The hero of Ferelden was one of ours, you know. One of my cousin Revka's children. The Circle took them all. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in short pants, lad. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
That touched a nerve. What's in there that you don't want us to see?
Nothing. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought the estate, Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
No one you know. Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
I have a report you might find interesting. It tells of a chasm in the Vinmark Mountains, and a secret that was said to be buried within. Yet when the Chantry went to investigate, they were turned away by the Grey Wardens.
And why would I find that interesting?
Because the champion was there. I can't help but notice you failed to mention this adventure.
Oh, that? I didn't think you'd be interested. Just some business with Hawke's family, and a few Carter dwarves who went too far. You're not going to believe me.
I'll take my chances.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. There it is.
It doesn't look all that dwarven.
These are Carter dwarves, so they're more criminals and smugglers than anything else. They're not usually stupid, though. I don't know why they'd attack you.
It doesn't make any sense. They've come after you. They've come after me. What do they want?
I can't think of anything we did to make the Carter angry. Today, anyhow.
You have a plan, then? I found their hideout, but my sources couldn't tell me anything else. It's all very strange.
Why do you say that? It's just the Carter, isn't it?
As far as my contacts in the Carter know, they shouldn't be here. There shouldn't even be a here. This place is invisible. A big blind spot on the map. Bianca's never been this suspicious, and she's twitchy to start with.
Does it matter? We just need them to stop trying to kill us.
A fine point. So, what's the plan?
There must be a reason they're attacking us. I intend to find out.
Right. Only one way to do that.
So we just walk in, slaughter every dwarf in sight?
Not every dwarf.
Well, at least we found it before they did something to Mother.
Let's go. Someone doesn't like intruders.
They're from the Merchants Guild. The Carta doesn't kill guild members. That's really strange.
It's the Hawk!
Listen. It's the Carter. They've seen us.
They know we're here.
Why do these dwarves care about your family?
The time has come!
I assume I'm not the only one hearing things. Good.
You, both brothers, you're here together. You've come!
Is he referring to you and me?
Everyone! It's the children of Malcolm Hawk! They've come to us!
What does my father have to do with this?
It began with him, and ends with you. Blood for blood, that's what we were told.
Did Father cross the Carter somehow?
You've come to us now, and that's the only thing that matters.
I came here to find out why the Carter has attacked me.
For the blood, we must have it.
I hope you don't mean my blood.
We will take it. Corypheus will walk in the sun once more.
I'll deal with this! Is that all you got? Yeah! Bianca, baby, introduce yourself!
Let's finish it! Now you fall!
for our blood. But why?
Crazy people.
The Carta doesn't normally act like this. They're businessmen.
I'd like to know who this Corypheus is. With a name like that, he's bound to go mwahaha at some point, I just know it. And really? More blood? Why can't it ever be spit or a lock of hair?
You really want to encounter a spit mage?
For variety, sure.
That should do it.
Will you look at that?
A fortress. Here, in the middle of nowhere.
Someone's left a surprise here for us. We're good to go.
Surprised you agreed to come, Varric. You hate being underground, and you avoid the Carter the same way you do the Merchant Guild.
There's no way I miss watching you make these motherless nug lickers cry.
All set.
Hold on the Bronco. We need the Hawk.
One more for me! We're keeping score, right?
When you tell people about our escape from Lothering, why do you make it sound like I had food all over my face?
You're larger than life, Hawk. I had to give you a few flaws just to make you approachable.
Did you just call me fat?
Yes, that's pretty much how I tell it. Hawk rolled into the fray like a gigantic pudding covered in gravy. It's more dramatic that way.
Does it have to be gravy? Chocolate instead.
Everyone's a critic.
Is this the thing? The expedition you've been going on about? I thought that was going to involve Varric's family somehow.
These bastards want to steal our blood. What is it with this town? And why do they care about Father?
Carter should want gold, not blood. This is something different.
I guess we only get that answer from Corypheus.
If I get the hot blood, Radigan says I can go into the tunnels and drink of the master.
I'm not ready to meet my ancestors.
Hawk's blood. The Master will rise. He will be free.
Garav?
Varric? No one told me you would be part of this. We were just going after the Hawk.
Why has the Carter been attacking me?
I can't say. The Master must be free.
Really, Garav? I thought better of you than this. I mean, gutting the occasional competitor for fun and profit, that's the game. But what are you all even doing here? Worshipping demons?
We drink the Darkspawn blood. He calls us.
Why would you do that? Won't you just die?
It's the only way to hear the music.
Oh, come on, you nug licker. Snap out of it. There's no gold in hallucinating.
Why has the Carter been attacking me?
I can't say. The Master must be free.
Really, Garav? I thought...
We drink the Darkspawn blood. He calls us.
An acquaintance of yours, Varric?
Hawk, this is Garav. He's a greedy, brilliant bastard son of a nug from the Carter. Garav, this is Hawk. The one whose blood you want to drink, or bathe in, or whatever. But I got to warn you, you catch diseases that way.
The Master is calling. He needs the blood.
Garav, buddy, this isn't like you. Look, I've still got Bianca. Never misfired a day in her life. You don't want her to see her papa like this, do you?
Varric, you want to spare this bastard?
Not if he's after you, Hawk. Bianca, I think it's time to say goodbye. Reinforcements, you bastard! Stupid bastard. I used to do business with the Carter. Back in the day. Garav was a nutcase then too, but in a good way. He was trying to design a new type of repeating crossbow. Bianca was the only one that ever worked. I can't believe he ended up like that.
They told me you were going to be trouble. And look, you brought the whole family. How generous. I swore to Corypheus we'd bring him Malcolm Hawk's blood, one way or the other.
What does this have to do with my father?
The Master wants you. I don't ask why.
So it's Corypheus who's after me?
What Corypheus wants, Corypheus gets. From us, or from someone.
Whatever this Corypheus is after, it stops now.
Corypheus,
We have done as you command. Your sacrifice is here. You will see the surface once more.
What is this? I can feel it inside me.
That was Father's. And it changes. I don't understand.
This is going to take me to Corypheus.
Sons of bitches. The whole blasted thing's sealed over.
I guess we should have seen that coming.
Will you look at that thing? And they wonder why I prefer the surface.
Why do you suppose the Carter want to live in a big hole in the ground?
Oh, it's an up-and-coming neighborhood. In a few years, all the fashionable families will be down here.
I don't think they'd make good neighbors, what with being crazy. The Carter, I mean, not the... I'll stop talking now.
bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be.
This is great. Now I can tell Bartrand you're an experienced Deep Roads explorer.
How come you never... lost?
I do, sometimes.
I've never seen it. And everybody followed... You always seem to know where you're going.
What about that time I led us in circles around the wounded coast for 3 hours?
Oh! I thought you were just admiring the view. Yeah, it was a lovely day at least.
So, what are you doing later?
Probably casting spells at whatever's trying to gnaw through your brother's shins. Strange how many creatures go for the shins.
Shocking, that. No, I meant after we return to Kirkwall.
You know a lot of creatures down here aren't very nice. Don't they teach manners underground? I missed something again, didn't I? People!
About the Warden's use of demons in this horrid place. But I will have no one say any magic of mine ever released one into the world.
Who was that? I feel like I know that voice.
It sounded like Father. But how?
Do your stories ever have griffins in them?
Kinda tricky because they're extinct. You can work a griffin attack into a tale, but it takes skill.
I was thinking more like heroic griffins. The sort that swoop in and save the day.
Daisy, haven't you heard? Swooping is bad.
Oh.
I could do heroic charging, though. You want me to call him, Feathers?
Yes, and make him extra fluffy.
The key! Did they find it? The dwarves? I heard them. Looking, digging. How do you bring the key here?
You mean this? How is this a key?
Magic. Old magic it is. Magic from the blood. It made the seals. It can destroy them.
I came in here to find Corypheus. Do you know where or what he is?
Do not say his name. He will hear you. Do not wake him. Not when you hold the key.
The door sealed behind us. Is there another exit?
We can't leave until we make sure this Corypheus never comes after us again.
No way out when the walls stand. The Wardens build their prisons well. If the center holds, who cares what else is trapped?
I don't think we're getting any help here, Hawk.
Hawk? You are the blood of the Hawk. Yes, I smell the magic on you. But you hold the key to his death. Yes, I can show you out, yes.
Who are you? What's wrong with you?
You ask me that? I'm the one who belongs here, not you. You are no Darkspawn.
I know that armor. That's Grey Warden issue.
Wardens? Yes. Guardians against the Blight. I know the way out. Follow me. Down and in, down and in.
Because I always like to follow the advice of tainted, crazy people.
Not crazy. No. Trust me. I know the prison's secrets. The seals hold us in. Anything comes in. Nothing ever leaves. Not without the key. You must use it, yes. On the seals. Every seal. You touch the key to it. Only then they open. Only for the Hawk. Not back. Not up. Only way out is down and through the heart. Down. Down. In the depths.
Are we going to listen to that freak? Whatever we find, I don't want this getting back to Mother.
We'll see and decide.
She's worried enough. What good will it do her to know this kind of thing is in our blood?
Maybe she knew.
Then she kept it to herself for good reason. Whatever we find, we need to bury it.
Let me guess. The first seal?
2,000 years the magic holds. Never broken. Give it the key. Let it take the magic back to itself. Absorb it. All who came before. The blood works. It is good.
Thank you for helping me, but who are you? Do you have a name?
Name? So long since I've said my name. Larius. I was Larius. There was a title, too. Commander. Commander of the Grey. I am dead. But I never died.
How does a warden end up like this? I thought you were immune to the taint.
The calling. It comes to us all. The voice we can't resist. Our death.
I've opened the seal. Will the prison release me?
There are more. Follow them in. All the way to the heart. Many locks. Only one key. Corypheus calls. In the darkness. What waits there?
Seriously heavy-looking shield.
There must be more seals ahead. Maybe we don't need Bartrand's stupid expedition. There must be something valuable down here.
We bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered. Desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be. I may have left the Circle, but I took a vow. My magic will serve that which is best in me, not that which is most base.
That which is best in me. Father used to say that, didn't he? To you and Bethany. She never felt like she could live up to him.
I know he would have been proud of her.
That look... bias. That's what people become if they are corrupted. I mean, they showed us ghouls before Ostagar. But never live. Never talking. That's never happening to me.
Well, make sure that doesn't happen.
It's that easy. Oh, well, everything is fine then. Isn't it odd that a Darkspawn-filled pit is making me feel closer to Father?
Am I in your stories, Varric?
Daisy, everyone is fair game for my stories.
I never hear any stories with me in them. What sorts of things do I do?
Well, you get lost a lot. You wind up in the middle of a dog racing track in Darktown, or in the Viscount's bathing room.
So they're true stories.
Daisy, I could never make that stuff up. Nobody would believe it.
Be bound here for eternity. Hunger stilled, rage smothered, desire dampened, pride crushed. In the name of the Maker, so let it be. I've bought our freedom, Leandra. We can go home now. Us and the baby. We'll be together. I hope it takes after you, love. I would wish this magic on no one. May they never learn what I've done here.
Father didn't want a child with magic. He got that one wrong twice over. He can't have meant it. You and Bethany, you were his favorites, weren't you?
You can't believe that.
Maybe not. But you had your little guild and I didn't really meet the requirements. I suppose he knew it would be dangerous for you. The Templars were the least of the problems. Bethany didn't like it. Did you know? She wished she was normal. Like me.
Sounds like the only one arguing about it is you.
I suppose so. It's just... It's hard to think about how much has gone. As far as we get, they're still gone. I'm tired of losing things. Can we just... I want to get this over with.
is waking. The magic grows lax. He feels us walk where no step goes.
Are you talking about Corypheus?
He calls, like an old god. He mimics their cry. He calls them to free him. The Dark Children and the Light. Any with taint in their blood.
If Corypheus isn't an old god, what is he? Human? Demon? Darkspawn?
More than Darkspawn. More than human. He thinks. He talks. He pierces the veil. He wants what was once his.
How could this Corypheus be sending people after me if he's asleep?
He can call, dream, but not know. When the seals are gone, he will wake. And he must die.
Why are you down here? How have you survived?
The calling. The music. It is our death. I lived. But I died. The corruption feeds me. So many years in darkness.
When you run off, where do you go?
I know the darkness before the seals. Here, the voice is too strong. I cannot stay.
That looks... A Legion of the Dead. Sent after Paragon Garen's heir. Why does that sound familiar? I think Garen was sometime in the early Exalted Age. Hundreds of years ago.
Do you think they found him?
Who knows? That's where I know the name. Tethras Garen should have been the heir to the Garen clan. But he was accused of killing his sister and sent into the Deep Roads to die. When the real murderer was caught, they tried to find him. They never could. Instead, every Garen heir from that time on took the name Tethras in his honor. One of them became a paragon in his own right, and founded my clan.
So this was one of your ancestors?
Not directly, but a little closer than I like to come to my past, you know.
What a dreadful place. If I were a Darkspawn, I'd plant flowers. Brighten it up. Among the people, we bury our dead, not burn them. This must be the Dwarven way.
Blessed are you, Dumat. Silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
We should do something about those torches. I can't imagine Lothering looking like this.
What was that? I thought I heard... Oh, never mind. I'm sure it was nothing.
Atras Tunsha, Totania Amegto Tavashaiduk.
That was sweet, Hawk. Now let's get out of here before you see me cry.
Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength. Blessed are you, Dumat, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength. He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Oh, no! No! They're here!
Who is they? The Carter?
No, worse. More treacherous, more dangerous. The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
Something's happening. The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how? Can you be Hawke, the child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be him. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Why is everyone so interested in Father?
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
Let me guess. It had something to do with this fancy thing?
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary.
Every wretched mage. Even Father. None of them can hold back.
He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
Why do my family stories never involve embarrassing vacations in Antiva?
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander?
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
No! The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Are you really going to take her opinion over Father's? He wanted this thing locked up.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
If she has a way to control him, I don't see the harm.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
You must help us.
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the blights?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawke. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the blights. No more, no less.
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned Corypheus before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
The Templars are right. Every blighted mage.
Corypheus may be as great a threat as the next blight. We can't risk freeing him.
We'll find a way to do this with or without you, Hawke. This prison will be broken. The blight will end. Come.
With me! We will beat them to the seal!